Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year. Well, happy New Year's Eve. I want to welcome everybody in. I want to thank everybody on this sunrise crew, especially Paulie, Paul, and if you got up early enough, you got to see Paul and Charlie fly. I'm not sure it's for the last time, but for right now, yeah, Paulie is moving, and so Charlie's taking over the reins. But they had a fun run there, and it was great to hear their commentary there in the morning. I got the link in the chat there. If anybody wants to hop in, Rodney Bell, you're welcome to hop in. I'm not sure what you got this morning. I want to thank Rodney, Dennis, of course, Chris Hope. It's been a fun year. Those guys have a great time doing that. And, it's, hey, wakes you up early, but, man, it's a good kind of early. Now somebody was texting me there. Hey, I'll got a couple people in the back room, but I want to let's see. Welcome everybody. I'm kind of going backwards here, but we'll scroll back up. Barkley, what's up? Lauren, Dave, DeMarco, welcome in, DeMarco. DeMarco, I know. Not gonna say much about the game. We kind of knew that might happen a little bit. And Florida State had a lot of players out. A lot of players opted not to play. So hey, they had a great year and. Can't go by that one game for sure. Ronnie, Stephen Drones, Mika Steve, Rodney Bell, Randy, welcome in. Quackers Production, UK Time, Lance, Angel, Angel, I got your stickers yesterday. Angel sent me some stickers. Welcome in, Angie, Warren, Mr. Crowley and his drone. George Kelly was actually the first one in. So let's get Captain Joe. What's up?
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year.
Almost.
You going out? You going out dancing tonight, Joe? And getting
dancing. All right. Be up in Folsom with my son and his in-laws. We're having a party up there.
Yeah. Well, like Chris said, a lot of people on the road. Today, be careful. Of course, tonight, I know my daughter and everybody in the family, but me, they leave for Disney World in the morning. So I'm gonna stay around here and take care of the dogs and all the pets and stuff. And that's not my thing. But they're all leaving in the morning. So yeah, safe travels to everybody traveling. It looks like the weather will be good. So that that's not too bad.
I'm more worried about one who's going on with my son right now. He's almost 2 hours late getting in from last night, and they had a big manhunt up there last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, guy shot a guy with a comb the other day, killed him, and he had shot somebody in the beat a couple of days earlier, and he was sighted all over Covington yesterday in the first shift. They got the news where he was, and they didn't go get him. They were waiting for another shift to come in.
Sure.
It's ridiculous.
Prayers
I haven't heard anything from him, and he's 2 hours late. And usually when he's late, he lets me know.
Let you know. John Flynn, welcome in. Scotty. John Flynn, talked to John yesterday. John's getting in the simulator a little bit. Hey, good luck to that. I didn't really have a lot of success with the simulator, although now when I get in it, I can fly a little bit. And let's see, speaking of simulators, here's a simulator guy right here.
Yep. 2 weeks worth.
What's up, Rod?
Morning to everybody else, and have a happy New Year tonight and a safe New Year tonight.
You didn't go flying? Well, no, you're a pretty good ways from where they're at. They went to Jensen Beach this morning. So
yeah, that's a 2.5 hour drive for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
So it's one of those, they have to give me a long heads up.
Brad, going to brunch or something, that's it's kind of early even for brunch, isn't it? It'd be like breakfast. John Bonifant, welcome in. Frank. Acaracio.
The question for you is, Johnny, are you going to get a real FPV drone in 2024?
No.
One that you can't fly in normal or sports mode, or hit the oh shit button on.
I could fly in acro. I mean, and what else?
Angle. You can fly in an angle mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. My son-in-law, he builds, and he built 2 so far. And he was asking me the other day. He was kind of saying, "You want me to build you a drone?" He likes to build. So I don't know. Rod, I flew yesterday, and I mean, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed yesterday because I was kind of just all over the place. Just still kind of, So, but I don't know.
As they all say, it's the stick time, whether the time's flying the real one or flying in the simulator. It's just, you got to get the muscle memory.
Joe and I talked a little bit. We set some rates down a little bit. I see Joe, and Joe will probably pop in a little bit. Ronnie, what's up?
Yeah, you can, you can put some expo in. You can, who was it? Bardwell. I was watching somebody, and they top the rates out at like 400 on the PIDs, so that even if you went sort of full bore, the drone didn't like really take off. So you could definitely soften the PIDs up to make it much more controllable without being so twitchy.
We went by some, I think, kind of in between what Dobo had on and somebody else. I don't know if Joshua or somebody, I don't know. We kind of watched a couple videos, and rates at 670, expo at, I don't know about that. That's pretty 670. Yeah, I think we're around the 500, 5 and 4, and expo is a 0.65, I think.
Yeah, I think one of the guys, I don't know, I was watching. He like set it at like 400. He set it pretty low, and it's like, this is so that you can learn to fly and then bump it up later.
I think because I'm not sure what they were set at. Actually, the yaw, I think I turned it down. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. It's actually kind of messing with me a little bit, the way it is. So maybe
the funny one, that is the one that we all tend to mess with a bit on our camera drones, right? Is the yaw, because it tends to be a little fast. So you put expo in to sort of slow it down on the camera drones.
Right. Yeah. It's all what you like personally, I guess. And then, of course, the angle of that flight, it's got a lot to do with the speed. I mean, so.
If you're like you and all thumbs.
I'm thumbs. Yeah, I'm thumbs.
Yeah, it's soften it up a bit.
Yep. Yeah. Who said Dusty? Yeah, Dusty, you're right. They were like if Bill and them went live, and who else was live? I saw I think Matt was live. Of course, the Sunrise crew was live. So you had a lot of lives going on there. Captain Ray and who else?
So the question is, when are you going to get him doing manual mode?
I don't know.
I like not crashing.
Yeah, it's like take off, crash, repeat, take off, crash, repeat, take off, crash, repeat.
Just do it in the simulator first.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna do that.
I would let's see, Joe. Next time we go maybe to the lighthouse, I would go not out there, but I would go over the parking lot and all these,
Mm-hmm.
And if you go high enough over the water, I mean, I just wouldn't try to get crazy over the water. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing about FPV. You tend to want to stay away from the water.
Yeah, Kenny, you're right. Sims do suck. Although I will say now, I got in it the other day and I was doing a lot better. It's like, at least, I mean, when you're first trying to take off and all, it's kind of discouraging. But that's the way it is. Fly acro to the lighthouse. Yeah, you could do that. Problem is the wind is usually the wind is not terrible out there, but I was getting those wind warnings, and that Avata gets blown around pretty good bit.
I'd take something like my Baby Hawk out there to that lighthouse.
Mark Fisher, what's up?
But it's open prop, so the wind doesn't bother it, even though it's lightweight. Being the open prop.
John Flynn, talked to John yesterday. He got in the sim a little bit. He was, I think the weather was bad, so that's always a good time to get in there.
That's why I was kind of asking about FPV drones, because the first one that I got, which was the GEP RC Cinelog 20, I wouldn't suggest that one. Was because I wanted something that I could fly around in the house when the weather is bad. So getting a small 03 Cinewhoop kind of thing that you can bounce around the house and have fun with when it's crappy outside is a good way to go.
Yeah.
If you want that.
I got the little Potensic Atom for that. The little.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty neat, actually.
My son got that the other day, and he's here now, but he was at work, and he sent me a picture of it flipping it around in the house. And he says, "I have one that flips and didn't cost me $1,000."
Yeah. My granddaughter got a little. I don't know what it was. It's a similar, but it's a little longer. It's about, I don't know, about 6 inches, I guess, 5 or 6 inches, and it flies actually pretty good. A little drone in a house, and of course you want to take it outside, but it was windy, and that thing would get blown. It'd get blown all over.
But if you'd have been up there with us yesterday when I was flying with him, he got the Mavic 3 up, and he says, "You gonna let me fly it?" And he's standing next to me, and he says, "You can let me fly it?" I said, "In a minute." He says, "You can let me fly it?" I said, "In a minute." He said, "You let me fly it?"
Mr. Chris Waters, welcome in, Chris.
Then he goes, "Well, how fast does it go?" I said, "You're not flying it." Like that.
Chris is right, because that's I have that one as well, and that one is by Flywoo, the Cine Race 20 by Flywoo. That is a nice drone.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
My glasses fogged up.
See that? What you doing there this morning, brother? You have
getting up and kicking around, moving around, and I'll start playing some more with my my practice soldering boards.
Oh yeah,
got some practice soldering boards yesterday, and been working on that. So coming along. That's my little setup here. This is the first one I started on, and pre-tinned a bunch of pads and soldered some wires on there that I just had laying around. They're like old LED wires. They're not FPV
Mr.
wires.
Holt, Happy New Year, brother.
Good morning. Happy New Year
Chris.
to you all. Mr. Joe, Mr. Rod, Captain
Mr.
Joe,
Holt.
Chris.
Mr. John. God dang, there's a lot of J's in the house.
I'm telling you,
I'm telling you.
we got. We'll just call you JC. You know.
Johnny Drone Flyer is going to be the new Johnny FPV.
No, they got a Johnny FPV. You don't have to worry about that.
Spelled different though. You can be the new one.
Shoot.
I don't know. I think I picked on him and I called him Johnny Crash instead of
I'll
Johnny
tell you what.
He
Cash.
calls me. What you call me? Crash Photo Leo.
Crash Fodolito. We got Crash Conduff.
Crash Conduff.
No, but you know,
Yeah.
I even respect. I was talking to Joe yesterday, man. I even respect what y'all do more now that I can at least take off and stuff, because it's unbelievable to know now what some of those guys do with them sticks. I still don't see how it's possible now. I mean, I still can see it with the Motion 2 controller because it's so spot on with that little with the little circle.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I'll tell you what, it's incredible how some of those guys fly.
It's funny too because you flying acro for pretty much the first time with the Avata.
Yeah.
When you go to something more powerful, you're going to be like, "Holy crap! It's way less throttle," because the Avata needs a fair amount of throttle for.
I already get up there and get out over this way over the tree, and I was like, "Oh Lord, like I don't know where the hell I'm going or what I'm doing." Like what
Hope it comes back.
Yeah, hope it comes back. Copper
Yeah.
State.
When you're doing 40, 50 mile an hour around trees and there's a whole bunch of trees around, it's like, oh God, can that tree move and get out of my way, please?
Yeah, I'll be joining the ranks of the crash sites there.
Chris
Anyway,
Waters, what up?
So, Mr. Hope, what you got going on for New Year's Day, brother?
Not a lot. Kind of just eat and get ready to go back to work Tuesday.
Yeah. It's,
I've been off since I took Thursday, Friday vacation and been hanging around the house.
You can go chase the cows with your drone.
I might, I haven't flown FPV in about a month. I need to do a little bit.
If it's just cruising around a little. So
Yeah.
Copper State. Randy, welcome in.
Hey,
you
Randy.
don't always have to sort of go flying with your hair on fire.
I can't. I cruise. I'm a cruiser. I do some flips
Yeah,
and
me
rolls.
too.
I can't do the Joe Fodoleo stuff.
nobody's
That's just not my
perfect.
wheelhouse. No, not everybody's perfect like
No,
Joe.
I'm playing.
I mean,
I'm
just, I mean, it's
completely
just,
joking.
I mean, there's a pedestal. Y'all can't see it, but Joe Foley is sitting right on it.
No, he
His little
ain't.
legs are sitting there twiggling like that.
Yeah. Kind of like when I sit on the toilet and my feet don't reach the toilet.
Yeah,
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 your feet don't touch the ground.
That's the handicap call. Yeah.
But yeah, I like to cruise and throw a flip and a roll in there. You know, I got some stuff I challenge myself with there at the farm. I got me a pathway I like to fly. And it's just fun to do.
It is.
Yeah,
That's kind of my style too, Chris. I just like to cruise with an occasional flip and roll. You know, I don't get too crazy. I mean, a lot of my videos, I put a lot of flips and rolls and stuff in there, but yeah, for the most part, I like cruising.
Well, it's like the Avata, right? With the motion controller, you know, just being 2 foot off the ground and just going and flying next to things is such a great experience.
It is, yeah. I think that kind of brought the Avata change. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't have people doing that before a lot, but it did bring it to the forefront for at least the people that, you know,
sure,
learn to fly, because
people like us that said we'd never fly FPV,
and even flying the Avata manually off the ground, it's a little different, you know, definitely for sure, or at least like it is for me. But I
don't even do much flipping or rolling in the Avata anymore. I had too many of those, that weird yaw thing where it kind of just jacks up, where it kind of loses control a little bit. So I just cruise with the Avata. Slow and fast.
Me, I'm still trying to learn, you know, it's kind of like it's easy to go ahead and shoot up and get away from everything. And, you know, and you can practice a lot of maneuvers up there. I think that's
yeah.
You know,
so does it tend to drop, Joe? Like some of the Cinewhoops do, like when you do turns and slow down and yaw, and it just like falls out of the sky.
Not so much. I guess a little bit on turns. I'm more used to it, but definitely on flips and rolls, which is why I don't really do it much anymore. But I do it pretty high up when I do it.
So it's not catching itself very well.
No, definitely not. I mean, like Johnny was saying earlier, where I adjusted some rates yesterday. He just made a screenshot of Dobo's rates for the Avata, and I changed mine up to that. I like them a lot better now. The center sensitivity, I think, was the main adjustment for me. I made it higher on the pitch and roll and lower on the yaw, which makes it more sensitive on the yaw. Lower the number, the more sensitive on the center sensitivity.
Yeah, the yaw seems well, I haven't flown it enough. I guess I'm gonna try it again today. We'll get some flights in today. Try it. You can always tweak them a little bit. You know, Jonathan Jackson, welcome in. Fly Zone, Michael, what's up?
Mikey Cuz.
Michael is up and about. Yeah, Mike, that Joe, they still getting in the simulator too sometimes, right? That's y'all do that. That's pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, John Flynn, give me a holler whenever you want to get in there and practice. We go in there, make a private room, and go in there, just get on the phone, and I coach you. You too, Johnny. Whenever you guys are ready, get on there and play.
You'll be laughing out. You'll be falling out the seat laughing and watching the stick.
No, I won't. No, I was in the same spot a year and a half ago.
Matty got on there with me, I think, the first time. You know, he's like, "Ooh, Lord, you all over the place." I said, "Yeah, I am."
It happens.
Yeah, I think I'm finally ready for the dives, because I've been practicing the dives a bunch in the sim, and last couple of times I've gone out, I just sort of went, you know, gunned it high and dropped down. Sort of
get that feel for coming straight down instead of that angle, right?
Yeah, get that feel for it, and then it feels good for me now. And I'm starting to do the rolls. The rolls aren't feeling too bad either at the moment. So
it's just repetition. It's just
it's
just doing it over and over again and diving, trying to get a little more straight down, closer to trees. You know,
Joe, you can dive the lighthouse.
I'll do it. You know what? I noticed where Troy and I met a couple weeks ago down in El Campo. Troy Lutz, Big Water UAV. When I was leaving, we were looking for some wind turbines. We're like, maybe some, you know, it's out in the kind of middle of nowhere, Texas, and couldn't find any anywhere. I mean, 5 minutes on my way out of town after we left, freaking at least 5, 6, 7 wind turbines. So next time we go down there and meet, I'll have my Demibot will be finished, and I'll go down there and
look for a cell tower. I went and sort of scouted out a location close to me, and I drove by several cell towers. I was looking up at them, kind of going, Yeah, that looks like that. The only problem was there's like trees right around the base, and it's just like, okay, I could dive like 50 feet and have to pull out.
Well, go up 100, 150 feet above it and
Yeah.
start, you know, kind of line up, get your line up. And because really a dive is fairly low risk. I mean, really, because it's easy to pull out, right?
Yeah, it is.
You just
It's really easy.
throttle up and pull back on the right stick.
Joe, I don't know if you saw Kelly's video. We put up a video yesterday about the O3 air unit.
I saw it pop up. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but I certainly will.
A little bit. It was kind of, I say Greek to me, but it takes you through the whole process. I'm sure Chris, I see Chris in the chat, so I'm sure Chris helped him with that, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll get on there and check it out for sure. My head's getting cold. I have to shave my head again and put my hat back on.
Oh,
Yeah, it was cold here in Daytona this morning.
It was cold this morning.
40. It was 40 here, which is
That's cold.
pretty cold.
That's cold.
It's pretty cold for here.
Ray and them was out at the they was at the Jensen Beach where we have the meetup flying. So
Hey, Mike Copper State, what's up?
Lance, now 30 seconds for New Year for him. Oh, really? Okay, Dominic, he could tell us it's already tomorrow there, huh?
Yeah, it's already tomorrow there.
Happy New Year, Dominic.
Dominic, let me know what the lottery numbers were here. If
That'll work.
Yeah, boy, that'd be neat. So Mr. Hope, you doing any hunting, or you had been hunting?
I've done a little bit. Nothing major. Just took a weekend 2 weekends ago and went, spent the night and eat and hunted and just enjoyed myself.
Brother Bob Casey sent me a picture, Chris, that you sent him pulling a cape off.
That was yeah. I sent him another picture. No, I don't know if I sent him that picture or not. 5 miles from my house, there was one that was it's on a high fence, but I've been telling everybody I let that and walk. It's a huge buck. I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
But
the one he sent me was it was a heart shot. It was bloody.
Yeah, that
bloody man.
I did shoot a deer. A guy that I didn't want to shoot it, but a guy that I was with, his neighbor's 90 years old and he loves deer meat and he's needing one. I said, so I sit there and looked at him for 30 minutes and I said, I get this one for him. So I shot him and he's a 5-year-old deer, which is what the guy was wanting taken off his place with some old deer. So it worked out. It worked out for everybody. I got to make some smoke and help clean the deer and get a little blood on my hands.
There you go.
Good deal.
Yeah. I got some friends right now. They're from Missouri. They left Christmas Day actually. And he took, I think, him and 4 of his grandkids. I think 3 of the 4 so far have killed something. So I seen him post some pictures. So
I'm on a Facebook group, a bunch of guys out of Mississippi. Man, they posting every day.
Really?
Nice big huge deer.
It might be the same deer. It might be the same deer, Chris, with just different people, you know.
No, they're not the same deer. I can vouch for that. All them horns look different.
No, my friends, man, look, they all tease me. Chris, let me tell you a story. When I was in the fire department in 1974, when I got out of high school, all them guys, all they ever did on their days off was hunt. You know, that's it. I mean, basically 7 days a week of the way they were off, you know. So, man, they wanted me to go hunting. So, man, they brought me out there, put me in a tree. It was about 25 degrees, and that was 1974. When I climbed down from that tree, I said, that's the last time you'll see me. That was the last time I went there.
1974, 4 years before I was born.
Oh my God. What's up, Captain?
Yeah, Marie.
Yeah, well, I remember doing the same thing, Johnny. We deer hunted. We didn't have nice box stands and heaters and stuff like. All we had was some 2x4s and a piece of plywood nailed against a tree.
Shit, I don't have nothing.
That's all we hunted on for years.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? So many people enjoy that, and like, you know, to guys that do that. Hey, that's pretty neat that they can. I'm not going to do it, but hey, and a lot of my friends do it. I can tell you that. A lot of people down here.
I do enjoy it.
A lot of people in Texas, Mississippi, all. You know. So. Ray Kelly, yeah, don't forget the Fly for Fun show this week starts off the rotation. I do the 3rd, Ray does the 10th, I do the 17th, he does the 24th, and I do the 3rd person. So we're taking turns. I put a little graphic of the guests for the month. So we'll see how that works out. It'll be fun. So every Wednesday night, nothing to change, except it'll be the Fly for Fun show or Captain Ray Kelly. Captain Ray won't be doing his show on Monday night. So we'll see how that works out. Give everybody a little break. And
That'll work out good.
Feel like the audience will be good. So, Hot Rod, you going flying today?
Yeah, everything's all charged up. I'm ready.
I got you.
There's a park. There's a park that has a bunch of trees that I flew the Avata around. That I want to take my FPV drones over there and go flying through the trees. I don't know if I'll fly through the park bench that's there like I did with the Avata, because I don't know that I'm quite that steady, because that's what Maddie keeps telling me I need to work on, is my altitude control when he's chasing me.
That's the problem.
And he's right. I'm kind of up and down a little bit, so I got to work on getting it smoother.
Throttle control, it'll come.
Yeah, it's close, but it can always be better, right?
What'll really help is low orbits around. Start with like a light pole where there's nothing above you, and then go to eventually like a tree trunk that you have to stay under limbs.
Yeah, and I've been doing my neighbor's tree and doing orbits around that thing. It's just with the Cinewhoop. The Cinewhoop has the habit of kind of wanting to do this anyways. Especially if you're lower in the battery range.
There's a lot of sag in the Avata.
There's a lot of sag.
I hit about 30%, and I'm like, whew! Didn't come out of that light dive.
Yeah, the Avata battery warning comes on a lot different though when you're in acro than it does.
I've noticed that too. It comes on sometimes 35, 40%, and I'm not far from me. I'm 200 feet from me.
You click it off, it still says something about what the throttle is not. What's that warning? It says
throttle output low or something like that.
I mean, it does. It comes on it'll come on in the 30s.
Yeah. Mine did yesterday at like 42. It was chilly, but it could have been it. But it was it was like 40%, and I just kept flying until about 20, 25. I mean, I just ignore it. But yeah, I can feel that there's a little bit less less punch on the throttle when it gets down lower.
And that's probably a thing for everybody to keep in mind this time of the year too, at least here in the US. With the colder weather, your batteries aren't going to last quite as long.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm usually getting 8 to 10 flights with my Integras between the Potato and the Avata. And yesterday I was at 8 flights, and I was still at like 40% goggle battery because my drone batteries weren't lasting as long.
Yeah. You pick up less time on that, but more time.
It gave me more time with the goggles, but still, less flying.
I start returning at 40%. Yeah, I don't. That would be really quick on a cool day. I don't know. I mean,
I was ripping yesterday. Not ripping. I was just cruising with my buddy Will. We were kind of chasing each other around the semi-bando, and he's like, "I'm going to come in." He said his battery was dead, and he was like, "That was a 7-minute flight." And he's a home built drone, right? So 7 minutes is pretty good for a 5-inch. But we were just slow cruising, kind of chasing each other, and right then when he landed at 7 minutes, I was at 49%. So you figure if you're coming in at 40%, that's still 8-10 minutes, which is a lot of flying in FPV.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially like when you're standing there praying, you stay up in the air for that whole time as your new flyer,
Yeah. When you're tensed up, that 8 to 10 minutes, you're like, okay, let me put this down for a second.
Oh yeah, it's kind of fun though.
It's more than kind of fun. It's a blast.
It's a different type of flying. Hey, those 8 minutes sound feel like an hour. Can
you imagine being one of those top fuel dragster guys?
No.
300 watt for 3 seconds?
Ben Cartwright, good morning, Ben.
Or Ben.
Chris, so Paul is moving to North Carolina, he said?
Yeah, he's moving to North Carolina.
Okay, so is he so he won't be able to, well, I guess he could do, so he won't fall in. It'd be the same time as Dennis, I guess, pretty much, or Rodney. Where would he fall in?
Depends on whether he's east side or west side of Carolina.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's moving.
East side, he'd pretty much line up with Rodney. There's probably maybe 10-minute difference between their sunrises at
got
best.
And Angel, welcome in. Andrew, Uncle Bill, what's up, Uncle Bill? Bill and them been flying out at the Jensen Beach causeway there. They had a little meetup. It looked like they had, I don't know, 5 or 6 guys at least. And of course, Bill went live streaming.
And you can't say I only do FPV now. My last 2 videos, including the one I posted this morning, were my Mavic 3. So
I saw your little sunrise.
the
video.
sunrise this morning, yeah, I turned out pretty good.
Rod,
Hmm.
your SpaceX launch of the night was impressive.
You like that one? Yeah, it looked great. What I was surprised at, because it was kind of late after sunset, was after the boosters came off, that the main rocket went into that sort of white plume. So that is something that is unique to the rockets, that when they get high enough and the sun is over the horizon, that you're seeing the sort of the flame coming off of the rocket, and you just saw this big white plume come off that thing. So that's a pretty rare sort of event to have happen with the sun in that angle with the rocket.
Bill, what's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
And you saw
Bill?
the same thing with the boosters. When the boosters came off, you saw this big white plume off of both of them.
What's up? What's up?
Paisan.
I wasn't paying attention to the time.
When?
Hold on.
The other thing, Chris, that was interesting, Maddie shot that one too. And if you looked at the 2 videos, on Maddie's, the boosters were on the left, and on mine, the boosters were on the right. So that means it took off pretty much straight east from NASA. So it was kind of in between the 2 of us as it was going up.
Tony, what's up, Tony? Right. I mean, how many do they have to launch every night? It seems like they've had about.
Oh, and that's why people have asked me, oh, did you miss that launch? And I'm like, well, 3 days from now, there'll be another launch. It's literally like every 3-4 days.
Really? I didn't realize that till Maddie was telling,
Has been for year and a half plus. It's literally almost every week.
This one was different because they come back and landed 2 of them at the Cape.
It was the heavy. It was the Falcon 9 heavy instead of the Falcon 9.
Yeah, most of the time it's out in that drone ship out in the middle of the Gulf or the Atlantic. But they brought these 2 back, and Rod caught it he caught all phases of it: lift off, separation, and return.
That was pretty cool. I hadn't caught the burn on the boosters before, and so that turned out great. I caught the burn after they came off, where they do their initial re-entry burn, and then I caught the burn right as they landed. I was surprised that I could see it from where I'm at, but it showed up pretty decent.
Can you hear it?
On the way up, you can definitely. This one, not so much, because it went straight east. Most of those rockets that go up, this is why it's sort of great in Daytona. They shoot them off northeast, so they kind of come across Daytona as they're going up, and you could definitely hear that thing going.
That's
If I go down south, you can hear the sonic boom when boosters come back down.
Cool.
This is what you shot this morning, Rob?
Yeah, this is the one I shot this morning. This is the 3X on the Mavic 3 Pro.
Man, that's beautiful.
Nice.
That lens, that camera, that 3X camera it works well.
All right, that was fun. You're still doing
Just a little short video.
my stream show. This is
The fog, because of how cold it was coming off all the water around there, made it look pretty cool.
they're showing.
So that is Ormond Beach. Actually, that might be Ormond by the sea, given the angle. Way over here to the right is actually downtown Daytona. kind of right at the end, is downtown Daytona. There's one building that I'm used to looking at, which is the Hilton Hotel downtown. The other night when I shot that SpaceX one, God, I could see the right downtown by the pier. There's
Johnny Street.
there's two rides that they have, and there's one called the Slingshot, which is one of those with the two poles, and they put them on the bungee cord in the ball. Man, I could see that thing clear as day the other night.
Wow.
What's up, Al?
Al, what's up, Al?
Hey, what's up?
Faizan.
Johnny, what's up, buddy?
There's another Faizan right there.
Hey, Joe.
What do you say, cuz?
Oh, is that? Yeah, there he is. At first, I thought you were TJ with that hat on.
Yeah, he looks like TJ.
How you guys
Turn
doing?
around, Joe.
Oh, we doing good. We just drinking some coffee, hanging out.
Yeah, we're over here freezing our butts off.
Yeah, it was 40
I've been in
here
a
this
nice
morning.
warm bed. I got to be out of my mind.
Sorry, right. You're with warmth and friendship.
Yes, we're in friendship here.
Warmth and whatever.
That place looks familiar.
I'm telling you.
Guys have a great day.
Beautiful day here.
Did y'all find Marcus Rogers drone?
This is the place of the meetup in April.
That's
Somebody
just a
was
what?
at the meetup last year. Steve.
3 months away, right?
3 months, basically.
3 months and a week.
You're looking at about 100 days.
Captain Grape Jelly. Okay,
Captain Ray.
Captain Ray.
Morning, Ray.
We're having a good time. We miss you guys.
Ray, what you doing with a jacket on? What you doing with a jacket on? It's Florida.
I'm telling you.
Who says we don't have seasons in Florida?
48 degrees this morning.
Woo! You guys rough.
Which is really cold next to the water.
Yeah.
The buzz is here. Quiet. That's it. Chicken and cops.
You're shooting this groin again, Bill.
Jesus. Am I? Well,
Michael Blaze said, yeah, that's what he's talking about. The beach, yeah.
it's okay. Nothing going on there.
That's true.
Cheese it. It's the cops.
Chris Hope, are you gonna be able to try to maybe make it, or I know that's a bad time for you in April, right? Pretty much.
A little municipality.
Well, Chris is. I don't know.
I think he's on the phone.
Oh.
I know he said before that is a tough time of a year for him, but hopefully he'll make it. Hopefully I'll make it.
I see it. I see it, Ray. I'm not going to step on your drone.
Don't do that, Bill.
What? What's down there? Can you see it?
A bikini.
I think Dunkin'
No.
Donuts is right down there.
It's a big yellow crane. I'm glad I didn't bring my POS. I might have been tempted.
Yep, stay away.
Stay away, Bill. Stay away.
No, I did it simple today. Just brought the Mini 2 to show its relevance. The only drone down here that didn't have RID on it.
Doesn't need it.
Jumping.
I flew my Mini 2 down there this year in April. My Mini 2 down there in South Florida, and it's now in possession of TJ. Same drones.
Captain Joe, you going flying today?
I might for a little while. We'll go, like I said, to Folsom, but I'm not going up till later. And if I do go up early, I'll bring Nevada. Nick wants to fly to Nevada.
Copper State. Let's see what he says. Plane tickets today. Chris said his cell servers are bad. He got knocked off.
Guy come pulling up with his car right next to the. Anyway. So sorry guys, I got silent. I get irritable with people.
Bill,
So what are we doing for the New Year's? I'm gonna drive to my dad's, spend a couple hours there, and then come back. And I think I'm gonna go live tonight. But right when the ball drops, I'm gonna be out front because I got to do this thing with my wife every year.
Uh-oh.
We go outside, maybe a minute before the ball drops, 35 seconds, whatever. And then when the ball drops, we go in the front door holding money in your hand.
Yeah.
Money first. For the first of the year. She's She's got this superstition thing, and allegedly their money keeps coming all year long.
That's
So
the
that's
feng,
the thing.
that's the feng shui. Wait,
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, give it a try. It can't hurt.
Man,
Well, yeah, I tell everybody this, and then somebody's gonna be standing out there and mug me outside my front door.
yeah, how much money do you run in there with, Bill? Like $100
I don't
bill?
think it matters. I don't think it matters, but we hold a little bit too much, you know. I started getting smart. Instead of here, she'd hand me money, and then I would just put it in my pocket. But
The state said
you just take the wallet, and point it through the door. Walk in the door right after the ball drops.
does it work the same with like debit cards and credit cards? I wonder?
Yeah, I
it's a
think
plastic
then
world.
and the money goes out all year long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Apple Pay.
But I'll do that for the ball drop, and then my wife will chase the dogs around with pots and pans because apparently she's a lot more evil than she seems.
So here's a
Bang
question
pots and
for you,
pans for New
Bill.
Year's, and you just chase the dogs out of the house, and
Given
that's it. You know, and
given
I
the
eat
way
my
the world
shrimp.
work,
She's-
given the
she's
way the
fun.
world works, who has money anymore? It's
She
all
got to have
exotic.
shrimp for some reason, and eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and olives, and cheese. So like whatever culture had some specific food to have
Yeah.
for New Year's, you got to have it all, just to make sure you cover all the bases.
It's like corned beef, cabbage, and black-eyed peas. I'm not superstitious, but I got them.
But anyway,
Yeah. It's a fun time of year. Hey, and we here. A lot of people.
anyway, I didn't mean to hijack you guys. I'm going to be going in a couple of minutes because I need to take the 2-hour run into my dad's house. But Happy New Year to all you. If I don't
Same
see
to you, Bill.
tonight.
Same to you, Bill. See you tonight. Yeah.
Everyone have fun down there.
Oh, Bill. Bill's a king of his live stream there when we were out there. He keeps that thing going.
All day.
Yeah, that's good though. Hey, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Forward to that.
Everybody can join in.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
That's why I've been doing those drives down to fly with Maddie, just to have somebody to fly with. It's fun.
It's way more fun. Go with buddies.
I'm hoping it's not so windy the next time, and we'll go back over to the building. The first time I went down, we went over to that building that he dives, and it was kind of windy, so I didn't put the Nazgul up. But this time, yeah, I'm ready. I feel a lot more comfortable that, yeah, I can do that dive. No problem.
Yeah,
You got this.
Dusty says somebody needs to go live. We can party. Well, let's see, Bill. What's the night? Sunday, but Bill goes at 9 o'clock, right? No, it's
9 Central, yeah.
9 Central. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I could talk Maddie into going live early or something, goofing off. We'll see.
Maddie's gonna learn something this week, believe it or not. Oh yeah. So he and I had been talking about with our Nazguls, we both kind of wanted GPSs, to put GPSs on them.
Yeah.
So he found the kit with the TPU mount for the Nazgul. I ordered it, and then I turned around and he had the TPU mount on his. So I bought him I bought him a GPS so that he can put it on his first, and then I'll come down and he can put it on mine. But then he gets to practice on his. But I told him that's for his time to work on mine. I buy him the GPS so he has one too. So
I have a GPS unit. I'm contemplating put it on my 5-inch or not. I don't know if I'm going to or not.
You know, with the
I don't fly far away.
GPS rescue is one thing, but the one thing that I really kind of want it for the most is just being able to see the mile per hour and see the speed in the goggles.
So you need that to see that. Is that right?
The speed, yes.
Okay. Oh well, shit. Then I guess I'm putting mine in.
Without the GPS, you don't get your speed in. You don't get your speed in the goggles. So you want
See, I'm new to all this too. Yep. Then I'll put it in because I want to know my speed and was that. I assume your height too. Your all your telemetry. Sure.
You get all that telemetry.
Okay. Well, then I got to put mine in.
Will it go over 99.9 or it'll just?
That's it. That's the max. Yep. 99.
Yeah, that's the max. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Nah, I've seen some of them shits go. I think 115, 120.
Oh man, I tell you
Full
what,
bore.
I know one thing. Yeah, they rip. I don't know.
I've had the potato to 99 point something. I don't remember. It was like 99.3, I think was the fastest I ever saw.
Was
And
that
I was
like
in the
in a
tailwind.
dive?
What's that?
Was that in a dive?
No, that was straightforward in a tailwind. The
Gotcha.
potato wouldn't do that. It is with Gem Fam props though. It's not the stock props.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, it was and in a, like I said, in a tailwind, but it's just too much. I mean, it's just a straight line. You ain't gonna do nothing like through any gaps at that speed. At least I'm not.
See, that's the surprise. That's the surprising thing about the Baby Hawk, and I let Maddie fly my Baby Hawk. And you know, it's a 4S 3.5,
Mhm.
but it flies exactly like the 5-inch Nazgul, and I think the difference is it's basically the same power to weight ratio. That little bugger will zip just like a 5-inch. Not top speed, but up to 40 or 50. It's pretty close to how the 5-inch feels.
What is Michael talking about? Is that something different than GPS, or what is that? I program my goggles.
I was reading that. I'm not sure. Further explain, Mike or anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably just plugged into some of the other telemetry and put it on his OSD.
I read the ESC and motors.
What you mean,
Yeah.
other telemetry? I mean, what?
There's multiple stuff that comes off. The Betaflight has a whole bunch of things. I mean, there's lots of things that you can put into. He loved it, Ken, just like you did. He loved that baby. That Baby Hawk flies so bloody smooth, and it's sub 250 even with the battery on it.
Is that the only reason for installing?
There's also Mike. There's also was talking to my buddy Will yesterday about that. Is you can program it to return to home. Some of them will
Yeah,
just come back
return
to
to
you
home.
and then you take over. Others will full on land with the GPS unit in it.
And they're putting a new landing mode in Betaflight 4.5
Oh wow.
as well, so
Sweet.
that it will do a soft landing, so that you don't have to when you're coming back to try to do the soft. They're
You
literally
could just
putting
take
one
your
in place
goggles off and watch it come down. Then at that point,
and hit a button and let it land it for you, so you're not
Sure.
like crashing it, bouncing it off the ground. Landing it.
Pansies.
So-
No.
Yeah,
I'll probably do that shit too. I'm not gonna lie.
but you know what it's like, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
you
Well,
hit
I got a
return to
potato
home
and a
just 'cause
Vada. I
it's
know
like,
all about coming in softly. You know?
It's like, okay, I'm tired. You land.
Right.
You can also use it to locate the drone in the woods. If you crash, there you go.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, it'll definitely help you locate where it's at. But beepers, beeping your ESCs, that helps too. Again, for me, I don't fly far away. I go to where I'm flying and fly right there.
Yeah, I typically don't, for sure.
I might go 1,500 feet away, and that's probably pushing it.
100 meters.
100 meter for the GPS rescue. Yes.
That's pretty neat, though. I mean, hey, that's definitely and it's not that much. I don't think that GPS unit is a whole lot of money, is it, Rod?
Oh, no. The one I got Maddie was $30.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
just for
building
the
a $600 quad. I mean, I'd put all.
And the interesting part is the M10 GPSs that you can get to put on the FPV drones. God bless America. That thing gets satellites quick with the
Good.
M10. People are reporting like 20 plus satellites in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I got to see which one I have. Tony sent me. I got a M10 or M8. I got to see.
The M8s are a lot
It's
slower.
all in, so you can build one of these. Joe,
What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm talking to Joe.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry. What's your question?
I was asking Captain Joe if he's taking this all in so he can build one.
Yeah, I'm listening to it. I'm not building one. Nope. Not building one.
And that's that is one interesting question from a legal standpoint with the whole remote ID thing is I'm not sure how these bind and flies that they're selling aren't required to have the remote ID built into them yet. I'm not sure how those guys are getting away with it because they're the OEMs.
Yeah, I guess.
In this case, and the OEMs are required. And there is a little teeny tiny small remote ID board that you can get now to put on your FPV quads.
Yeah, Jim, no building for me. I would probably have to get, let's see, what is this? PV has M10 Gepo.
Yeah, I think I've seen it for like $20.
Yeah. I know my son-in-law didn't put it on his, but then he did order it and put it on there. I think he said it was, I thought he said it was like $18 or so. So yeah, that's pretty.
If you kind of want to have the telemetry like you do with your camera, Jones, you want the GPS. You want the GPS on there, so it gives you,
Hey,
Right.
Rod,
height,
look,
distance, speed.
you sitting at a computer, Rod?
Yeah.
Look this up real quick. This part number. I don't know which one I have. It's
Who's it
BZ. Huh?
Who's it by?
BZGNSS.
Yeah.
It's all in the bag, so it's hard to see. You want me to read it to you?
Yes, module.
Model number is BZ-181 space GPS.
181
Or there's another one there too.
space.
SBBZ-181.
That sounds more like the M8. Since it's
It
got
sounds
8
like it
in
would
there.
be by these numbers, but this is what Tony Faz sent that to me. Thank you, Tony.
BZGNSS. I see them. You said it's a 181, right?
181, yeah.
Mike said he was only put GPS at flying long range.
Oh,
Otherwise,
here we go.
well, I mean, for 15, 18 bucks, I mean,
Well, the site that's selling it doesn't say whether it's an M8 or an M10. But I see the part number.
I saw Mikey said no need for it, GPS other than long range, but
Oh,
if you
here
need it for
go.
telemetry.
That one's an M10.
It is an M10?
It is an M10.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, great.
no
I think
need.
ours.
I need a nano GPS for my Skyliner. Kind of everything so
Go back
tight.
to full panel.
That'd be the problem. Might not fit.
Actually, that's the other thing. You can get a nano GPS that's like 2.2 grams. So it's not like you can put one on there that basically adds almost nothing to the weight of your drone. And even the big one, which is the 25 by 25, is 7 grams.
Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Look, it's New Year.
I've been take me off full screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. Oh my God.
Well, cool. I'll put that M10 on there then. Thank you, Tony, again. He sent that along with the flight controller and the O3 air unit I bought from him. He just included that.
So, Joe, how far are you away to start building? I mean, you got everything you need, or you still need some?
Almost. Mikey's in the chat. Sergio is printing me some 3D prints.
Gotcha.
Some things that I think, I don't know, 4 or 5 different things, antenna mount for the O3, antenna mount for the Crossfire, Osmo Action 1, action camera mount. So some things. So whenever that comes in, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I need to practice soldering some more. I'm gonna play with that today some more yet, but yeah, I'm there, man. I'm ready. I got a battery charger. I got 6 packs. I think just those prints from Mike and Serge, and I'll be ready. I know Mike Sergio's working on a move right now, so I'm not rushing him at all. But
Right.
he's working on moving.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I got to run over to the cemetery and get things blown off. I know we probably get some people in there today, but I want to thank y'all. And of course, tonight, join. Let's see, Bill and them will be going live for sure. And I don't know if anybody's got a little space in there and not doing something. We might see what Maddie's doing. Joe, maybe see what you're doing. We might goof off or something for an hour or so.
Yep.
But, make no
I
problem.
might be awake.
Yeah, but everybody have a great day. Be safe out there. Happy New Year. Don't drink and drive, of course, and of course watch the other people. That's for sure.
Yep. Everybody be safe, please.
Be safe. All right, guys.
Safe and healthy.
Yep. Thanks for
Walk in your door with money first at New Year's, right at midnight. Walk in with money first.
I got a safe full. That's all it counts.
I got a couple ones. Y'all have a good day.